Hey everybody, Nathan Baird from the Journal-Courier here with our over and back video recap of Purdue's 72-68 victory over Minnesota here at Mackey Arena tonight on New Year's Eve. Watching the way this team had played over the last few weeks, this 3-game losing streak where it seemed like everything was kind of falling apart from the beginning, and then to watch the way this game ended in the last 10 minutes or so, really stark contrast. It was exactly the things that had been kind of going against Purdue finally kind of started going in its favor, and a lot of it was just sort of playing with composure. It's something the players had talked a lot about in the days leading up to this when we talked to them earlier in the week, and you saw it come through in some really specific ways. Things like Rayfield Davis going to the free throw line and finishing 10 of 10, or this team having so many turnovers early on. They were beating Minnesota's press, which they expected to kind of be a problem, and instead we're getting in the half court making some really careless passes and turning the ball over there. But a lot of that was in the early minutes. They really kind of shaped up. I think they only had 12 for the game, and neutralized the advantage that Minnesota usually has there. So now I guess the big question is, what does necessarily this mean? A lot of people were making a big deal out of the way things were falling apart in the last couple of weeks. Do you make too much of a big deal out of one home win? I would say no, and you've got to see it. And A.J. Hammond said it in the post-game press conference. Rayfield Davis was talking about how important this win was, but he said, but we've got to turn right around and play Michigan. This win's just for tonight. So we'll see if their head's in the right place, and we'll see if they followed up with the kind of poise and execution that they had tonight.